We're here, JP Racing League Tier 1, first race of the season, and we're heading into the first practice of the season. I'm quickly just writing down some last minute notes right now, as we get prepared to get underway. Oh boy. Alright, notes are down for that. Also gonna need to put the championship notes. Don't know why I didn't do this before. I don't know. But anyways. Okay, now I probably won't do that. I've got a pretty good idea on what the championship is, anyways. So quite a lot out on track now. Quite a lot out there. So I'm having quite a few issues with my throat right now, so hopefully that isn't going to be a major factor right now. Cadillac going straight into the pit lane as he just teleports. Interesting. Alright, let's get all this set up then. So yeah, everyone's on the hard tire, that's expected. Got the full track map. Yellow flag, and I believe they will just be at the McLaren. Slowing down there, your most technician. Going out on track now. First one to, I believe, start a lap is Cass Roman, so he must be the first one out on track in the season. And McLaren has had a moment. I think Paul Gilbert has spun around. So, like last season when I was commentating Spain and Monaco, I used their Discord names, but I'm gonna use their in-game names, as Marty has had a moment. Turns 6 and 7. He had a very, very good start to the season. Very, very good first half of the season. Last year, coming home in third in the championship, and Cass puts in a 123.2 on the hard tire. First lap completed of the season. And I think next will be a McLaren, which I think will be Gilbert. It won't be a quick lap, so I'm not expecting anything from him. Oh, big slide. And onto the grass there a little bit. So, all new cars. The questions will be answered today. The question is, like, what is going to happen? Hello, Fire Striker. I got to turn off my my overlay. I need to put the chat on my phone instead. Hold on. Sup, Fire Striker. Welcome. DJ Booby has gone quicker. Oh, well, quickest. 121.8. Let me just get the chat up on my phone. Holy revs. Insomnia. I've also got a bit of a cough on, so hopefully that doesn't play into a big factor of this. Yeah. This is the reigning world champion, DJ Booby. Won it in the Aston Martin. I wonder what will be going through his mind. Reigning world champion in the Alpine. And see if he can defend his title. Fuzzbomb has actually gone quickest, 120.9. So that's interesting. Right. Well, that's, I think some front wing damage there on the McLaren. I didn't catch what happened, and he spins around. Fuzz spins around. That's not ideal. It's only practice, so he'll be all okay. No, I don't have text-to-speech on, so it's not even gonna matter, but you can if you want. Go ahead. What will the new emoji be? That is the biggest question. Horrible time to start being sick, huh? I have to drink a lot of water. Cass has gone even faster. Let's just see the interval if I can. Well, it's just a leader. 3/10 between Fuzz and Cass. Fuzz, I think, having some decent pace at the moment in the all-new McLaren. Got a bit of front wing damage, so I'll imagine he'll be pitting this lap. I think one to watch out for in this race is going to be Marty. And I think he'll be doing anything he can to try and get the championship this season. He won here last season. BS was second in the Aston Martin. There was many, many retirements. I think only about 4 or 5 finished. Access Junkie has gone onto the soft tyre. So, James, just weave in a little bit. I think that's an Audi around, and it's Cass. Seems like a lot of drivers making mistakes. Here in practice, all new cars, they're a lot harder to drive, and he's got no front wing. Permanent Active Aero. That's a brand new thing for the season, Active Aero. I think a Williams had a moment. That would have been Silver because he's the only Williams out there today. So I believe we've got two drivers making their debut. Your Mum's Technician and Insomnia. And I don't think Insomnia has done a race before. I could be wrong though. A very, very different season as well. We have a very, very big change of the calendar this season. So normally it would go by real life, but this time there has been a massive change. So let's have a look at that then. So we're going to be starting off in Australia, obviously. Then we're going to Azerbaijan, a very difficult and probably going to be a very chaotic second race of the season. Then we're off to Mexico, Bahrain, Singapore, Hungary, China, Texas, Saudi Arabia, Catalonia, Great Britain, Brazil, Madrid, the all-new Madrid track. Can't wait for that. Lusail, Austria, Japan, Belgium, Netherlands, Monaco, Las Vegas, Monza, Canada, Miami, and finishing it off in Abu Dhabi. Another long season, 24 races. And here is Fuzz. I don't think he's won a race in the JP League, has he? Well, certainly not in Tier 1, I believe. No, I'm not doing that fast track. I ain't doing that shit. Oh! And there's been a big, big dust-up between Your Mum's Technician and Fuzz. Oh dear. That, looked very, very ugly there. That's really unfortunate to see. So, I think a big miscommunication there between the two. One of which, of course, making their debut in JP. So the first collision of the season, and it goes between Fuzz and Technician. Of course, 58 lap race, a long race. Should go on for around 1.5 hours. Here's the Cadillac of Ed. He was in the Williams last year. So I wonder what he can do this season. He was quite far behind in the championship, only 20 points, 19th. And you'll be looking to improve on that, as I don't think he did many races last season. Hopefully we see a lot more of him. He's a great driver. Cass gone on to the medium tyre, so is Fuzz. And less than a 10th between Cass and DJ. That's mighty close. So we could see quite a close race. It's only practice at the moment. Drivers can improve. They can get quicker as time goes on. Heck, you could go slower even, maybe. If things go terribly wrong. Access Junkie, let's ride on board with him. Actually, I believe Access Junkie is also a debutant here. Oh, and that is a big moment. He braked really late and just locked all the tires and spun around there. That's not ideal for him. You know, go back on track. Yeah, so I think he is also making his debut here, Access. I'm not sure if I will be Fire Striker because, like, that's really early in the morning for me. And I gotta get my beauty sleep. Gotta get my beauty sleep. It's a Cadillac. Add stop to the side. Must have had a moment or something. Riding on board with Fuzz. Coming down to turn 1. There's a Red Bull right in the way, and that would be BS. But he gets out of the way just about. So, here, new part. A very new part. So, Active Aero is pretty much on every single straight bit on this track. So we've got Active Aero out of turn 2 to turn 3, Active Aero out of turn 5 to turn 6, Active Aero out of turn 8 all the way to turn 9, then we've got Active Aero out of turn 10 to 11, and Active Aero out of the final corner to the first corner. Very different. We only had 4 DRS zones last season. Now we have 5 with the extra one there on the side between turn 5 and 6. Oh, missed the apex. Fuzzbomb looking to improve on last season. He was not the quickest out there last season, but he'll be giving it a mighty crack this season in the new McLaren. Gilbert has gone off. He goes back on. So I'm seeing lots of mistakes from drivers today. Access Junkie, I believe, yeah, the only one that hasn't set a time yet. The slowest one out there is Insomnia, 3.3 seconds off the pace at the current moment. Fastest lap hasn't been improved for quite a while, and I think Insomnia has had a moment. He's got a McLaren right behind him, and he's going into the pit lane anyways. Marty, El Presidente. He's P10 at the moment. He's probably not pushing. He's invalidated right now. But hopefully we see him improve his time, because he's normally right up there with the fastest guys. It's very weird to see his name down the order here in P10. Maybe he's just not getting the grips with the new cars. Nice Fire Striker. I saw you put your name down as reserve, so Or you're thinking about joining but just not ending up in here. Oh, spun round. That won't, I don't think the tyres will like that at all. There's a Mercedes office, access junkie. And he's retired. So, based on where he is on the map, I think that was a crash he did on purpose. I'm not too sure. So it's probably not liking these new cars at the moment, but hopefully we'll see an improvement and hopefully see a time from him in qualifying. Fuzz puts in the fastest time, 120.5, 1/10 faster than Cass. So the top order is looking quite close. Here in practice, which is always good to see. Oh, Marty I think he's really struggling. He'll come across the line, and it's an improvement, but only by a place. As he's past Gilbert now. Cass has gone even quicker now, 120.1, so they're really finding pace now. 3.5 tenths quicker than Fuzz in P2. Red Bull has caused a yellow flag. Might just be letting past the racing bulls of your mom's technician. Oh, Insomnia. Just there on the side of the road. Turning back round. Still the slowest driver out there at the moment. Silver has been on those hard tyres for 12 laps. And he's showing no sign of going back in the pit lane. He's been out there for quite some time. It's going to turn 3 now. So it's just, I would imagine he's doing a race run. We're going to see a lot of lift and coast this season to regenerate the battery, which will shoot you down the straights. And if you run out of battery, you're going to be a sitting duck. It's a Cadillac, and I think that's a bit of Alpine front wing there, so DJ must have had a moment. He's gone in the pit lane now. I might be not talking throughout this because, as I said earlier, my throat quite sore and I'm not feeling too well. So yeah, very bad time to start to feel sick, but it is what it is. So I'm probably gonna have to record it in the next few days. Oh, big spin. And just manages to avoid the wall there. It's a whole lot of a big group of cars there. Everyone is out on track now, apart from the Mercedes of Access Junkie who retired earlier. Oh, hello. Just a Ferrari off there. So for the 2 long seasons that we've had in the JP League, both champions are different. So for season 1 it was Alan, who's unfortunately not taking part in this race, and last season it was DJ. So we've had 2 different champions, and Silver has finally gone into the pit lane. That took quite some time, didn't it? Yeah, so I wonder who will be champion this season. Cass seems like he'll be up there. Bo. And if El Presidente gets some pace, then he could be a good shout. We're just nearly there at the halfway stage of the first practice session of the season. So far, DJ has actually gone quicker than Cass now. Ooh, that was very, very twitchy. Great save there from BS. So I've just got 2 drivers in the pit lane right now, Cass and Technician. We have a yellow flag, and I believe that's just someone letting someone pass. And I think a McLaren is just backing off at the moment. Oh, I think we've got a Ferrari that had a moment and went off the road. So, I will make your wishes come true. And let's ride on board with the silver. Now on the medium tire. So, Silver, 11th last season with 80 points. Let's see if he can make an improvement on that. We've got 2 yellow flags, that's BS going slowly. And the Fry of Insomnia has had, I would imagine, another moment. Oh, cool, bro. Cool to see you cheer him on then. So welcome. Just about made that corner there. But he gets on with it. And I think this will definitely be an improvement. Deploys the battery. And he actually hasn't gone quicker. He's currently pretty much exactly a second from the fastest time at the moment. We're past the halfway stage now of the session. Got Gilbert behind Silver, then it's a Cadillac, then an Audi coming up, coming out of the pit lane, passed by Insomnia, then a Red Bull next, who's just crossed the line now. Or Silver invalidated there, not ideal. So he's now going to regen the battery and go again. Seems like there's a glitch here with the dial, because he's got no pedal input. Yeah, he's gaining time and then quickly losing the speed. So that's a bit interesting. BS has retired, and that's just after turn 10, so he must have crashed there. So that's not ideal for BS, as he's got to sit there for around 26 minutes. So BS is now out of the session. That's 2 retirements now. DJ still holding that P1 spot, 119.9. And that's the fastest time we've seen it so far, quite obviously, because he is fastest at the moment. So Cass is now on the soft tyre, Fuzz is now on the soft tyre. Fuzz is in the pit lane though. So there's only 5 drivers out there. Insomnia's spun round, I would imagine, once again. He's having a really tough time, 4 seconds off the pace. And El Presidente, still 2.2 seconds off the pace. He's invalidated this lap, and with some damage on his front wing. He just about made the corner there. So, it's a bit cloudy at the moment. Will we see rain at some point today? Hopefully for the entertainment of everyone watching. And I heard that drivers will not be allowed to use hot lap mode in the wet because I got told there's a glitch with some people not having the hot lap mode. In the wet. So yeah. So if we do get some rain, then nobody will be allowed to use hot lap mode, and it will just be medium and none. So DJ selected the soft tire. Gilbert is out there, just trailing behind Cass at the moment. Is Ad very far down the order in the championship last season and in the all-new team Cadillac. Let's see what he can do. Oh wow. Because like it's pretty much going into nighttime for these guys right now, but over here in New Zealand, it's sunrise at the moment, and that is very beautiful. Man, the clouds look so weird, but so cool sometimes. Looks like there's 3 Ferraris out on track, but it's not. It's 1 Ferrari and 2 Audis. Alpresidente back out on track. Now on the soft tyre, so he really needs an improvement of his time. Otherwise, he's in big trouble. Oh, lots of miscommunication there between DJ and Ad. And into the pits goes Ad, so... Hello, Madev. Welcome. I'm doing... I mean, I wouldn't say fine, because, of course, the one time I get sick, it's right here. It's, right when I'm commentating, and big spin, and into the wall goes El Presidente. Things are not going well for him at the moment. 3rd in the championship last season. Only 3 points ahead of BS, who was 4th. Thanks, Bert. So, El Presidente won't be setting a lap anytime soon at the moment, especially with front wing looking like that. is off again. We are seeing lots of mistakes from this guy. He's going into pit lane. 12 laps on those hard tyres. Oh, will you, bro? Oh. There was something blocking you all in. So I thought you were saying we'll be missing tier 3 this season. No. Next season, though. Next season I'll be in. I won't be doing it like a serious thing like I did last time. Be more like a fun thing. Oh. Wow, my throat ain't liking me. I may have to just record the race and not do any commentating today and record it in the next few days, because this is not fun. I think it's just one of those normal sicknesses, to be honest. Yeah, I can't be commentating like this. Now my throat's getting really tickly, you know. Just realised how close the gap is between BS and AD. That's mad. Pfft, 1 AM, go to bed, bro. Damn. Anyway, see ya, bro. We have everyone out on track apart from BS and Access Junkie, who both have crashed. Ad has improved his lap time past BS. Gilbert has also improved his time. We're going to see major improvements. James Bow has gone quickest, 119.7. And less than 10th behind is DJ. So Insomnia has actually gone quicker than El Presidente. Interesting. I don't think Marty will be very happy right now with his pace out there at the moment. Oh! Wow. It's just not going well for him at the moment, is it? And he's gone off to get out of their way. My word. Yeah, he's going to be a bit disappointed here, El Presidente, third in the championship last season. Silva's gone to P3. And he's not far off now. So that's a massive improvement for him. The sun is shining right into my eyes right now. Man, I love sunrises. Just go out here during the sunrise and it's beautiful. Oh, very twitchy there on the rear. Oof. Oi, oi, oi. Fuzz is retired. So that's from the pit lane. So he thinks... Sorry. He thinks that his session is done. And I wouldn't say it's a bad session for him. He was 6th in the championship last year. Very, very, very tough second half of the season for him. And he's probably only 6th because he showed up to all the, well, pretty much all the races, so yeah. is an Audi. Right behind Silver, and that will be El Presidente. Let's ride on board with him, shall we? So it's going to regenerate the battery here. Gonna let past the McLaren of Gilbert. So I really want to see the true pace here of El Presidente, because he has made so many mistakes, and we don't normally see this many from him. So I really want to see what he can do here in this session. We've got less than 10 minutes until we start qualifying, and he will cross the line. And let's see how this lap will be. That lap wasn't bad, but he's in P10. 1.6 seconds off the pace. This is quite disappointing to see from El Presidente. It's normally a lot quicker than this. But we'll see when we come to the race and see his race pace. It's normally quite decent. So let's see what happens. Top three in the pit lane, it's just Cass, Ad, El Presidente, and Insomnia. That is out on track right now. And coming out of the pit lane right now is Your Mom's Technician and Silver. I'm seeing that El Presidente drains his battery very early. So yeah, he just drains it. As you can see there, he's already down to 30%. And he's also invalidated, and big slide there through the corner. So this is very disappointing to see from Gilbert. Cass has gone quickest, 119.4, 2.5 seconds quicker. The yellow flag is just Silver leaning past Technician. Both are on their outlap, 4th and 5th respectively. I think the Ferrari of Insomnia has spun round, and yes he has. Not the first time we've seen it, and probably won't be the last. His whole front wing is gone on that Ferrari. So he's got no front downforce now, so yeah, it's a very, very strange practice session. Marty, El Presidente, Marty as he's known, but El Presidente, big shock to see him off the pace. He's P10 at the moment. Paul, as he goes by, Gilbert here, P8. Fuzz, in my view, I think it's a very successful practice session for him. Because once again, last season he was well off the pace compared to other people. But now in the new McLaren, he's within a second of first place at the moment. Cass has just gone into the pit lane. James Bowe is on his outlap with El Presidente right behind him, who's not wanting to pass him, DJ Booby, and your mum's technician, 119.4, and that is such a close gap. Look at that, 0.013, 13 hundredths of a second. So it seems like the field is a lot more closer this season, but we'll see the definite answer when we get into quali and the race for the first time this season. Practice 1, the first practice of the season, is nearly finished. Gilbert has retired. He is done with his session. 2.5 minutes left. El Presidente is done with the session. Disappointing P10 for him. He's 6/10 clear of Insomnia, who was majorly off the pace, 2.4 seconds behind. Here's DJ. He went off the road there, I think. Didn't invalidate though, so he carries on. And James Bowe, 119.3, pretty much exactly a tenth quicker as DJ spins round. And he retires from the session. He is done with his first practice of the season in a respectable P4. Silver Leo, P5 at the moment. Just over a tenth clear of, just over a tenth shy of DJ Booby. In P4, so half the grid is retired. Now for them is still out there. Insomnia on an outlap. He'll be crossing the line soon. Was actually right on board with him. So hopefully we see an improvement of him. Correct. A little slide there on the exit. But there he goes. Your mum's technician retires P2 on debut. So far for him. So that's very nice to see him up there through turn 1 and 2. Draining the battery. Very interesting as it goes a bit wide. 2.5 seconds off the pace, pretty much 2.6 seconds. It's realistic performance. So the faster drivers are in the slower cars, the slower drivers are in the faster cars. But at the moment, it isn't helping Insomnia at the moment. So, practice 1 of the season done and dusted. James Bowe so far the quickest by a tenth. 2, your mum's technician. 3rd is Cass at the present moment. Then it's Silver, who's got past DJ. who's 2.5 tenths off the pace, 4.5 tenths off the pace, is DJ, and big spin there from Insomnia, so he doesn't improve his time. 6th is Fuzzbomb, pretty much exactly a second off the pace. The Ad 1.2 seconds off the pace. Gilbert, 1.5 seconds off. BS, 1.8 seconds. El Presidente, a shocking 1.9 seconds off the pace. And Insomnia, 2.5 seconds off the pace. And Access Junkie. Oh, that was a huge shunt. I just caught that. Wow, that was a huge one. But session is now done and dusted. Access Junkie has not set a time. So we just wait for Ad to peel off into his garage now. We are nearing the first qualifying of the session. Don't go away just yet. So, James Sparrow, fastest by a tenth. Your Mum's Technician, 2nd. Cass Romans, 3rd. Silver Leo, 4th. DJ Booby, 5th. Fuzzbomb, and I think it's been a successful session for him. He's in P6. Ad in the Cadillac is 7th. Gilbert, 8th. BS, 9th. And a shocking P10 for El Presidente, 3rd in the championship last season. And then it's Insomnia in 11th. 2.5 seconds off the pace, and then in last with no time set is Access Junkie. It's the first qualifying of the season here. We are in Australia. And it's short quali, not a full quali. So only going to have the one session. 18 minutes for all 12 drivers to set their best lap times possible around this Albert Park circuit. 5.278 kilometers or 3.280 miles around the lake. And the first one out, I believe, is a Williams of Silver Leo. So out he goes. And hopefully he'll be the first one to set a lap time. If not, something's gone horribly wrong. Or he just wants to be behind the others. But off he goes in the Williams. Williams has a new logo this season. And in my opinion, it's better than the last season's. Even though it was quite nice last time. But I think it's even nicer going back to the good old days when Williams in real life was at the top. Nigel Mansell and all those great drivers there. Silver Leo representing Williams in this league. He is on his outlap. Cass is behind him. And out of pit lane goes James Bauer. Access Junkie and Insomnia as well. DJ Booby. And then it's El Presidente that's going out. Then the Red Bull of BS. And then we just have 3 drivers just chilling. No, 4 drivers, but now 2 of them go out. That's a McLaren and Ad. Who's the McLaren? It's Gilbert. So now let's ride on board. Let's ride on board with Silver now. He'll be the first one to set a lap here in qualifying. Already drained half of his battery through turn 1. Didn't invalidate. That looked pretty nice through turn 1 and 2. And now through turn 3. Gets it stopped very nicely through turn 4. And onto the very, very short active aero straight. No battery data and pedal data, so they need to fix that on this game, don't they? Through turn 9 and 10, looked very nice through there. We have the steering wheel data anyway, so that shouldn't matter a whole lot. Through turn 11, kisses the curb. And through turn 13, very nice through there. Turn 14, just drifts a little bit wide, but now he drains the battery for the end of the lap. And Silver Leo will go fastest, 119.2. That is the fastest time we've seen so far today. Cass, 6/10 behind, 119.8. That was a very nice lap from Silver. Next to cross the line will be James Sparrow. He's going around turn 11 at the moment. On the short run to turn 12, then 13 and 14. A very tricky final sector, as it's a left-right straight, right, left, right. And, oh, he spun round! And that's not ideal for James Sparrow. And that will be a very slow time. At least he'll put a time on the board in the end. But it will not be a quick one. 124.7. And he's got a Ferrari up behind him, Insomnia, 121.1. And I think there was also a car that had a moment. Oh my word! And out of the race, out of the session, goes Access Junkie. And he's right in the way. So that is very disappointing for him. And I think he got right in the way of one of the Audis. But he was ghosted anyway, so it didn't cause too much of a threat at all. But yeah, that was a very, very interesting moment that just happened. Silver, still fastest at the moment. DJ Booby, who's on the medium tyre at the moment, 120.1. Behind him is Ad, 120.9. And then it's Insomnia, 121.1. BS, 121.6. In 6th. El Presidente in 7th, 121.8. James Bow, 124.7. And then Technician, Gilbert, and Fuzz has not set a time, and out of the session is Access Junkie. Let's ride on board with Gilbert, going down the long curve, as I like to call it. We're already 6 minutes into the session, and 2/3 of the drivers have got a lap in. One of them has retired in very spectacular fashion. Did not get the apex there at turn 13, but now he drains the battery to the line. Bit too much use, and he goes up into P4. That's a nice lap from Gilbert, and he's in the top 5 here in Australia. Cass crosses the line, improves by 3/10, but 3/10 shy of Silver Leo, who put in a really good lap, who's in P1 at the moment. So now the drivers will be going back into the pit lane. Your Mum's Technician has now gone out for the first time. Fuzz hasn't gone out yet. We've got 11 minutes to go here. Yellow flag, and that'll be Gilbert just slowing on at the back curve. The lap starts for Your Mum's Technician into turn 1 and 2. It was quite decent through there. On the run to turn 3, active aero, use, but now it closes. And, oh, he goes very, very deep into the corner and loses a bucket load of time. Through turn 4. Now 5. This isn't going to be a lap that he would have dreamed of. Goes around turn 6 and now turn 7. And through the long turn 8. Foot flat to the floor until turn 9. He's got a Cadillac right in front of him. And that will be James Borrow. Hopefully gets out of the way in time for your mum's technician to come through. He's used up all of his battery. Now it's going to quickly top back up a bit more into the 20s. And hopefully James Borrow gets out of the way quickly here, and he does. Into turn 13. Quite nice through there. Turn 14. Also quite nice through there. But just turn 3 ruined his lap there. And he goes up into P4 despite that really unfortunate moment. So he could be a contender of pole position. Everyone's going into the pit lane now. DJ Booby on an outlap right now. BS has gone off onto the escape road. And he's going to go over the grass. Where we saw Oscar Piastri loses home win chances in 2025. And Samnia off the road at turn 2. I would imagine just sliding past the other drivers. When you're going through a red flag zone, it disables overtake mode. You can use the boost, but as you see the ERS bar is blue, that will turn to yellow and give you a bit less speed. So I don't think drivers will be too happy that that'll happen to them. But it probably doesn't make you lose too much time. DJ Booby, 6th at the moment. Ahead of him is Gilbert, Technician, Borrow, Cass, and Silver in P1 on provisional pole here. 8 minutes to go. Past the halfway mark of qualifying. So, DJ Booby on a lap right now. He's going to come around the final few corners now. And he's going to go out the final corner, foot flat to the floor, drains the battery to the line, and he goes to P2. Less than a 10th. More than a 10th. Behind Silver. But he's not too far off provisional pole. He will go again and try and get P1. And give himself a head start for the long 58 laps. Cass in P3 at the moment on an outlap. I think he just touched the grass then, which will not give him the greatest of exits. Now he starts his lap. Yellow flag, and that's Insomnia. He's probably done a half spin because he got away very, very quickly. It's looking quite nice for Cass so far. Let's see what his first sector time will be. And has he done improvement? Just less than a 10th, 75 hundredths of a second of an improvement in the first sector. Only one real corner here in the second sector. And so it's all about foot flat to the floor. It's all about speed in the second sector. He is 12 hundredths of a second faster in the second sector. It's not looking like a bad lap for Cass at the moment as he tries to pick up the slipstream from his teammate, and he goes off the road, and that's his lap done for Cass, and that's very unfortunate. That was looking quite decent of a lap, and he will now abort that lap, and his teammate will get set to start another one, currently in P10 at the moment. El Presidente in the Audi looking to find a massive improvement from the practice session. A McLaren is off, and I believe that is Fuzz, and yes it is. He is way off the road, so yeah, he is quite far off the road. His teammate Gilbert, who's just gone out the pit lane now, will pass him. El Presidente through turn 3. Let's ride on board with him as he goes through turn 4. It's not looking too bad for him at the moment. But let's see what his first sector time will be. He finds 4.5 tenths, nearly 5 tenths in the first sector. But he's used a bit too much battery here, and that time will fade as he goes down the long back curve. Picks up a bit of a slipstream from his teammate Cass, who's getting right out of the way now. Through turn 9, through turn 10. He'll drain the battery now to turn 11. He needs a massive improvement here. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. Through turn 12. And they'll top the battery up just a bit more, and he will deploy it down the front straight. And he goes, it was a bit twitchy there on the exit, but he will now drain it to the end. And he goes up into P9, exactly 7 tenths of an improvement. But from El Presidente, it is very disappointing to see him down in P9. Silver Leo on an outlap right now. He's got provisional pole at the moment. He's just a tenth faster than DJ Booby at the moment, who is also on an outlap right behind him as well. That's just came out of turn 10. Anyone on a lap right now? I believe Technician is. No, he's either aborted it or he's starting up a new one. He's got time to go around again. He's probably ruined that lap somewhere. Gilbert, 8.4 seconds slower in the first sector, so he isn't on a lap. Presidente, of course, just finished his lap. Silver on a lap, and he runs very wide and almost hits the wall there. And he can abort and then go again, but I don't think he's doing that so far. And a little bit of a scruffy turn 3, doesn't get the apex. It's not been a decent lap so far for Silver Leo. Let's look at the first sector. Did he improve? No, he didn't. 2 tenths slower. And I would imagine he will abort this lap, and he is. Or is he? He's still going. He's got a Racing Bulls of Your Mum's Technician right in front of him, who is currently P5 at the current moment. And I don't think Silver's backing off. He's draining the battery. I didn't see what the middle sector was, but we'll see by the end of the lap in about 10 seconds. A bit loose there at turn 13. Rounds the final corner very wide. Almost clips the wall. And he will cross the line. And he doesn't improve. 5.5 tenths slower. Now he'll regain the battery and then go again. DJ Booby has aborted his lap. He has invalidated. El Presidente has retired. It's only P3. Sorry, only P9 for him. DJ Booby will start a lap through turn 1 and through turn 2, draining the battery to turn 3. And I believe Insomnia's had a moment out of the final corner. That's not ideal for the Ferrari man. 1.7 seconds off the pace. Fuzz has finally gone out on track. He hasn't set a time yet. So is Access Junkie, but he crashed out earlier on. And oh, big spin from Insomnia. Pretty much right after his other one. Silver Leo has aborted his lap. Will he be going again? Will there be enough time? Yellow flag at the moment, and that is the Ferrari just slowing down at the moment. Silver has got time to get going again. DJ Booby rounding turn 11, and then through turn 12. How will the lap be looking? Through turn 13 and then 14, he'll have his foot flat to the floor until the line. And he drains the battery. Can DJ Booby snatch pole here in Australia? He can! By 40 hundredths of a second, 119.2, and he is on provisional pole. But can Silver make an argument of it? James Borrow, who's 2/10, nearly 3/10 behind, can he make a big improvement as he starts the lap now? Through turn 1 and 2, but at the moment, let's watch Silver as qualifying ends. Here, Cass ends his qualifying. It's only P4 for him provisionally. Silver at the moment, P2. Rounding turn 9 and 10. What can the McLarens do? Paul goes into the pit lane and Fuzz goes up into P7 ahead of Ad in the Cadillac. BS looking for an improvement as he rounds the final corner at the moment. Insomnia is in P11. El Presidente P10. BS goes up into P6. But what can Silver do? Can Silver snatch back pole here from DJ Booby as he drains the battery to the end? And Silver, a 10th quicker, gets provisional pole here in Australia. DJ Booby is done with qualifying. Can James Borrow snatch pole? He's currently P3. We've got the order set, but Borrow is a big question here. James Borrow drains the battery, foot flat to the floor, as he will go to the line, and I don't think he got it. He is P3, and Silver Leo is on pole for the first race this season here in Australia. That was an almighty qualifying. Great effort from all these drivers. And my word, Silver Leo fastest, second, and on the front row with him, DJ Booby. Third, James Borrow. Fourth is Cass Romans. Fifth, Gilbert. Sixth, BS. Seventh, Your Mum's Technician. Eighth, Fuzz. Ninth, Ad. 10th, and once again, shocking result for El Presidente. And 11th, Insomnia, not able to find the pace that he needs, and Access Junkie, who crashed out earlier, did not set a time. So, all questions will be answered here in JP Racing League Season 3. We will be running a distance of 306.124 kilometers, or 190.217 miles around the Albert Park Lake. 58 laps. One lap goes around 5.278 kilometers, or 3.28 miles. El Presidente. He was last season's winner. Ben Trott, who was the very first winner of JP Racing League Tier 1. But he isn't participating today, unfortunately. And I don't think he is for the season as well. DJ Booby. Second place. He has not finished an Australian Grand Prix. We get the formation lap underway here, and it's Silver leading the way. Well, now it's actually DJ, because he's given the place back to Silver. So they go around the track, and then they start the long 58 laps of the Australian Grand Prix to kick us off in the season. First race of 24. And who will be the winner today? Very, very tough time for Access Junkie and Insomnia at the moment. El Presidente not finding the pace that he usually has. He is currently P10. Can he make a big improvement? Well, let's just wait and find out. James Boy, I think, wants to have a move on, but he ain't passing. So, let's see how this race goes. Formation lap. Into the final sector now. All drivers into the final sector. Silver leading the way at the moment. So can Silver hold his P1 spot? And, oh, spin out there for one of the Cadillacs. I did the same thing in Bahrain last season. But luckily no damage on the formation lap, so he can line up as normal and not have any damage. Probably just a bit more heat into the tyres now, as the final cars are lining up now. Oh, DJ Booby didn't get his stop quite right. Everyone else just fine. All questions will be answered. It's a brand new season, brand new cars, and brand new teams. And it's all eyes to the lights and foot to the floor as we go racing here in Australia. And it's a very even start between the top two. Silver trying to force DJ Booby onto the right-hand side of the road and takes the outside line. And DJ Booby takes the lead. Out of turn two, there's a yellow flag, and that is a Audi around. It's El Presidente who spun round at turn two, and now they are going through turn three. James Bowes lost a few positions, and an excellent start for Fuzz. He is up into P3 now from P7. That is a very impressive start from the McLarens. Gilbert in P4 as well. Silver, a disappointing start, now just under a second behind DJ Booby as they go down the long back curve to turn 9 and 10 for the first time of 58 laps. BS, P7 technician at P8 at the moment, at P9, Insomnia P10, Access Junkie P11, and El Presidente P12. And on off the road goes Gilbert. And there's a car spinning, and it's your mum's technician. He is off, and off with him is Gilbert. And they go back, and after an excellent start for Gilbert, that is a real shame to see. Is there any damage on these drivers? No damage on Gilbert's car, and no damage on technician's car that I can see from, so that's lucky. Is there any damage on El Presidente? No. First lap has been very, very chaotic of the new season. Very close between the top two now. Oh, and off the road, just about. Oh, no, but actually off the road goes Cass. Way off the road, and El Presidente retires from the race. And while his teammate is taking out cones, and he drops down to P7 now. A very, very chaotic start to kick off the new season. Silver went very deep into turn 3, and so did Cass, so much so that he went way off the track and into the gravel. 1.6 seconds now separate the top two, and BS right behind Fuzz in the McLaren. It's Red Bull versus McLaren once again in the world of Formula One. They are quite close, but Silver has caught a lot. I'm just saying, he just caught nearly a second on DJ Booby. So DJ is either having some mistakes over there, or Silver has just got really good pace at the moment. Oh, off the road goes DJ, and that'll cost him lots as Silver now blasts past him and up into P1 and back into the lead. Goes Silver, but a look on the inside goes DJ, and off the road And he just about made that corner. Lots and lots of action here in the opening laps of the season. And everyone is struggling massively out there. Lots and lots of chaos there. DJ, second at the moment, the top two, as you were, off the line. Fuzz in P3, BS P4, the two Cadillacs swap round as Ad is now P6, but will he have a go back at his Cadillac teammate, James Borrow, who did not get away well. And Gilbert passes your mum's technician, but can he force it around the outside? No, he can't. Gilbert ahead now, and down into P10 goes technician, and that is not a nice start for him at the moment. Insomnia right in front of Gilbert and technician. Can he find a way past the Ferrari, who's really been struggling so far, and most notably in practice? BS right behind him, 4/10 behind Fuzz in the leading McLaren in P3. Can Gilbert get past Insomnia here? He blasts past him before turn one. Can Technician get past him? No, he can't. He's a bit too far back, but he just about made the corner there, the Ferrari. And now past goes Technician and up into P9. Yellow flag from Access Junkie. And, oh, he's gone way off the road. What on earth has happened there for him at the moment? But we'll come back to that in a minute. And there is a battle here. Technician now passes Gilbert, and it goes very deep, and we have a safety car now. We have a safety car for the first time this season, and I think it will be because of Access Junkie, and he's been disqualified for going the wrong way around. So what on earth has happened to him? He's got no front wing, and he is out of the Australian Grand Prix. Gilbert and Technician swapping places, interestingly. But my word, was that a very, very chaotic start to the first race of the season. Silver with a very, very, very early jump into the pit lane, and DJ follows him in. Fuzz continues and leads the Australian Grand Prix, the top two in the pit lane. BS follows Fuzz, so does the two Cadillacs, and Cass, who now jumps up into P5. Does Gilbert pass? And Technician, yes they do. And Insomnia comes into the pit lane as well. A very, very chaotic start to the season, but let's take a breather now. So, McLaren leading Red Bull, Cadillac, Audi, Williams, McLaren, Racing Bulls, Alpine, Ferrari, and then the two retirements of the Audi and the Mercedes. El Presidente and Access Junkie. El Presidente only retired on lap 2, and his dot was moving, so after he retired, so he definitely gave up. And he is one to give up if something doesn't go quite right at the start, which is a shame to see, because you've got a long race to make up from that. And oh dearie me, did you see that? DJ Booby was well on the limit through turn 10, just about made the corner. Silver has actually got two people between him and DJ, so that's crucial. That's crucial for him. Oh, El Presidente has joined back. Well, he can't race because he has retired. So he's probably only back to watch the race. So Yeah, Fuzz leading the way, and so close behind him is BS with the new engine, Ford powertrains now. Red Bull and Ford partnering up to make their own engine this season as they break the partnership with Honda and bring along Ford. Honda with Aston Martin, and no one is in the Aston Martin team so far. So I doubt we'll be seeing Aston Martin anytime soon. Fuzz still leading the way. I would imagine there'll be the safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap. Yeah, there it is. So safety car now peels off. So, what can Fuzz do from P1 here? So, only 3 drivers pit: Insomnia, DJ Booby, and Silver Leo. So, let's see if they can make up some time on the drivers that didn't pit. BS wanting to get on with it here. When does Fuzz go? Seems like it's a bit late. And he goes now. And we're back underway here in the Australian Grand Prix, and the McLaren of Fuzz is leading the way from BS, but he's going to have to defend. BS didn't get a terrible start through turn 1, and they're all line astern. And what's that contact? And off the road goes BS. And what's that contact? Between, I think, Ad and Cass, and they're all scrambling around trying to find a place on the track. Ad behind Gilbert, and it was just about 3 wide there for a second, 2 of them off the road, as DJ needs to back off of this, and into the wall goes DJ, and he breaks his front wing there, and that is lots of damage. He needed to back off from that. There was always going to be some catastrophe going on there. And I think there was a moment with Insomnia as well, because he is way down the order, and Gilbert past Cass now. So that was very, very chaotic. Probably even more chaotic than the start of the race. But we're back underway now. BS going side by side with Ad. Cass needing to defend this, but down the inside goes BS. He's going very deep now, and that was so close to contact, but around the outside goes Ad. Cars scrambling all over the place. And Technician went off the road just a little bit there. And they're all over the shot, almost touching the grass. There's BS. BS doesn't go into the pit lane, but Cass does. DJ goes into the pit lane, and that was chaos just then. Drivers scrambling around, left, right, centre. My word, Fuzz is actually putting a little bit of a gap on Silver now, as maybe Silver made a mistake because that gap is just slightly closing now. Just a bit more. Cass ahead of DJ in the pit lane. Oh my word, what a glitch that is. I mean, his front wing is there. He's just got no nose. Oh, that is so cursed. But there's a battle going on up here. Technician just ahead of BS. And Technician just trying to hunt down Ad, who goes off the road. Ad went off the road, and he'll lose momentum out of turn 10. Cars now scrambling once again. BS not finding the pass that he needs to. Can Technician go around the outside? Gilbert has gone off the road, and that will cause a headache for the cars here. And there's contact between Gilbert and Technician. Down the inside goes BS. On the inside of Technician. Round the outside goes Technician. And Technician stays ahead of BS. But can BS fight back? Gilbert losing a whole lot of time there. Ad is back up into P4 now. And cars looking left, right, centre. Looking every which way. And this is a mad start to the season. BS going down the inside of Technician at turn 3. Gets a move done, but the switchback from Technician, but can't perform it. And BS ahead of Technician. Battle between DJ Booby and Cass. And, oh, more contact for Cass. 3-second time penalty for 3 drivers there. DJ Booby, Cass, and Gilbert. Oh, Fuzz! Fuzz has crashed! The race leader, Fuzzbomb, has crashed out of turn 10. He is gone. The McLaren has had a disastrous moment there, and we're back under the safety car now. Fuzz is out of the race. The race leader, he was looking so strong. Very disappointing and tough second half to the season last season. And it was looking very strong, but he has crashed out of turn 10. Do any drivers pit? Boro comes into the pit lane. His teammate doesn't follow him. Silver continues on. Gilbert comes into the pit. Ignition stays out. Insomnia stays out. And we can't see so far if DJ or Cass stays out. But have a look at that. Oh, that is a very, very funny glitch, as you can see there. And there's Silver Leo leading the way from pole position. And his rival, as we can see so far, is DJ, who's now in P8 with a 3-second penalty. And so is Paul and Cass. Some mad stuff here in the start of the race. Technician, P4 now. And that helped when Boro pit. So we're back under safety car here. I'm going to go to lap 11 now. But, wow, there hasn't been a shortage of drama today, has there? Unbelievable. So, drivers who were making contact well down the order, now P4, Technician, BS, 4th and 3rd. So the real survivors so far is Silver, and I guess he had some drama at the start as well. But he is P2. BS, 3rd, 4th for Technician. So there's been a few survivors, but a few who have lost a lot. But let's just take a moment to look at Cass's front wing. Oh wow, they are all grouped together, aren't they? Look at that. The front wing is hanging on by probably, I would say, a little bit of wire. As you cannot see the nose of the car. That's a very cursed sight, isn't it? Safety car will go in this lap, and Silver will be leading the way this time after the very, very unfortunate and shock retirement of Fuzzbomb, who crashed right here, exiting turn 10. There'll be lots of words for lots of different people after this race, won't there? There's been lots of collisions, there's been lots of spins but you all expect that. In the first race of the season in a league race. We're back underway here. Silver leading the way with an excellent restart. And behind there, Bowo going down the inside on Technician. Down the inside, gets the move done. And he goes up into P4 and off the road. Goes Insomnia and he goes back down to last. He was getting lucky with these safety cars. Oh, there was a big lockup there, and it must have been Paul Gilbert, and off the road goes Bowo. So he went off the road as well. Lots of chaos every which way. DJ Booby going side by side with Technician. This is for P4. Good restart for DJ. And right behind, taking a void in action there is Bowo. And that was so close to the rear of DJ. Side by side they go. It's 4x4 here. Paul, Bowo, Technician, DJ, P4, Technician, P5, Gilbert, P6, P7, Bowo, and I don't think the battle is done just yet. Riding on board with Paul as he goes down the inside here into turn 11, and off the road goes Ad now. Drivers going off the road every which way, and now Technician could benefit from this. And cars going left, right, centre. Paul down the inside. Contact. He misjudges the braking. Contact between Cass and Ad. Wow. Bowo all the way down to P8 now. BS and Silver looking in their mirrors. Probably can't even see them anymore. Will have a smile on their face. 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And off the road goes Ad now down to P8. He goes. 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for Technician. And we're only on lap 13, and we've got so much to unpack here after this race. DJ, P3 at the moment. 7 tenths behind BS. He goes off the road there. And he's already got a track limits penalty. So let's see what happens. If he gets another one sooner rather than later. He's under second from BS. And now it's just over a second, back under a second now. As he's closing the gap now. Exactly 2 seconds between Silver and BS. And these lot are bunched nose to tail. And I think there was a lockup and a bit squirmy there from Cass out of turn 11 and a lockup into turn 11, I think, from Technician. DJ right behind BS here. DJ trying to recover from his collision earlier on in the race. Can he get past the Red Bull of BS? And I think he's just going to wait. He's just going to sit behind him at the moment. Very close between Gilbert and Technician. He's very close. Very close. And I think Gilbert could snatch P4 here. And I think he will. You go to the left-hand side of the road. And will he be able to blast on past? But Technician just has that bit more battery. And he stays ahead of the McLaren for the meantime. Can Gilbert have another chance into turn 11? Will he go for the inside? No, he won't. But behind them, Cass defending from James Bowo. And will there be a switchback done? Not quite. Has Ad got damage? No, he doesn't. So he's just off the pace. So that's unfortunate to see him be that far back. DJ closing the gap. Just a bit too far back to make the move, and BS goes off the road and picks up a 3-second penalty, and that was so close to the rear end of BS's car for DJ. And Paul has gone off the road as DJ goes up into P2, and Paul Gilbert has spun around, and he goes to the back of the field behind the Ferrari of Insomnia, and he goes down to P9 with that 3-second time penalty. Lots of drivers making mistakes here. the Cadillac of James Bowe, looking to pass Cass here. He needs to do it sooner rather than later because he's got pace. And he's going to go to the left-hand side of the road and pass the Audi. But can Cass get a bit more battery here? Very close between them. But he can't make an argument of it. And Bowe goes up into P5 now. BS falling a little bit behind DJ, who's now closing the gap to Silver Leo in P1. And Technician has gone off the road. Technician has gone off the road and down into P6. He was P4, and now he gives P4 and 5 to Bowe and Cass. Just look at the caliber of drivers making mistakes here in the early stages of the season. And I would imagine we'll see a lot more next week in Azerbaijan, where the walls are so close to each other, especially at that castle section, which is only 7 meters wide. But at the moment, let's focus at this race. Little lock up there for DJ Booby into turn 3. Hasn't cost him a whole lot of time, though. And Paul has got past Insomnia. Technician right behind Cass. Let's ride on board with BS as he's trying to close back the gap to DJ and hopefully get back past the Alpine. Or DJ actually went off the road there a little bit. You can see Silver there up the road. Oh, Technician. I think he looked on the inside there of Cass. But nothing was doing there. And he was very, very slow in an awkward angle out of that corner. So they must have made contact or something. Cass having to defend. Oh, very big slide there from Technician. DJ is just keeping on par with Silver at the moment, not able to close the gap at all. Well, on lap 17, halfway through lap 17. But yeah, DJ's just not able to close the gap at the moment. So it seems like DJ is quick in the middle sector, but just a bit slower in the first and second sector. So this will be a bit painful for DJ at the moment. Silver, I believe, retired from the race last season. And it looks like things are going very well for him at the moment. Bowe out there on his own. BS back under a second now from DJ. He needs to close that gap a bit more. Cass and Technician quite close together at the moment, and so is Ad and Gilbert. Ad not finding the pace right now at this stage of the race. He's on the hard tyre. I want to see what everyone else is on. Oh, DJ's actually on the soft tyre. Interesting. Yeah, that's a very interesting strat there. Gilbert goes to the left-hand side of the road. And can he get past the Cadillac of Ad? Yes, he can. And up into P7 goes Gilbert after spinning around at turn 2. And he is now leading the way of the Cadillac. BS right behind now of DJ. He's closing the gap. He's gonna lunge it. Can't find a gap there. He had a look, but just not able to get past. DJ is actually now starting to fall away. And he is on the soft tyre, so that could be the reason why his tyre's degrading now. And we've got a yellow flag, and into the wall goes Ad. Has he picked up any damage? He is half spun out of turn 3. And this is bad news for the Cadillac. And lucky for him, he has not picked up any damage. This is bad news for Ad at the moment. As he just keeps falling behind. Bo just slowly closing the gap to BS and DJ, who are just slowly falling away from Silver. Oh, here we go, BS. This is BS's chance. Can he go around the outside here of DJ? And he can. And BS is up into P2, but it goes a bit deep. But DJ not able to benefit off of that little mistake there. Now BS is back up into P2. Oh, Gilbert has left. Oh dear, so I want to quickly give him an invite. He probably lost connection or some sort. Do I even have him added? I don't think I do. Oh yeah, no I do. But yeah, that so Gilbert's gonna lose some time now to your mum's technician. DJ right behind them. I think Silver must have made a little mistake because he fell around half a second. DJ goes into the pit lane. He has gone into the pit lane very cautiously. And let's see what tyre he puts on. Looks like the hard tyre, and it is. So DJ puts on the hard tyre. And can he come out ahead of the Ferrari, who actually had a moment there? I saw on the map, he was really slow. Coming out of turn 13. And he did go off the road. And Ad peels off into the pit lane on his 19-lap-old hard tyres. BS, 20-lap-old hard tyres. So he's going to pit soon. Just when, I'm not too sure. And Insomnia, of course, a yellow flag there for a second, so he must have gone off the road again. Now DJ has got clear space. And I wonder if he's going to try and undercut Silver here. And will BS react to that pit stop? We'll just have to wait for it. I think the Hubs will just about make the end here. At this stage of the race, we're on lap 21. Just not at the halfway stage. Just yet. BS is closing the gap to Silver, even with quite old tyres. Oh, Gilbert has had a moment out of the final corner, and he's just falling even further back now, and he's being rapidly caught by DJ, who's now under 4 seconds. He is really pushing. Or he's just trying to save some tyres. We're not too sure on which. Maybe saving some tyres. Maybe. And I think Gilbert actually had a moment at turn 3. Because he lost around 7 tenths. Just then. BS is just over a second behind Silver now. So I think Silver and BS is not going to react to DJ, and they're gonna choose the fresher tires for the end. So they're giving up. Seems like they're going to give up track position. Oh, another penalty here for DJ. So that's not ideal, and I think he's just outside from undercutting Silver. I think he'll definitely get BS, though. He will get BS on the exit. Cass and Technician are quite close together here. Three-second time penalty for multiple warnings for Gilbert, and here we go. That was so close, but we have a yellow flag, and it's Insomnia, and he has gone off at turn 3 now. Not ideal for him, and here we go. Can DJ? He's gonna lose some time here while battling with Gilbert, and I think he did lose a bit there. That was very close. And he's not able to get him into turn 11, and I think Paul just about made the corner there. And now BS is under a second. Oh, lock up! Oh, that was so close. But now BS is now just under a second from Silver now. Silver is left. So I need to quickly invite him because he is leading the race, and DJ has gotten past Gilbert there, so that's crucial. Now he can get a move on, but will Gilbert be able to go back at him? I don't quite think so. And oh, that was very twitchy, I think there from DJ. And Silver's now losing time, and I don't think he rejoined. Here we go. Cass and Technician. Can Technician finally get past Cass? Not quite. Cass doing really well to defend right now. They're just not able to get past him at this moment. Oh, but he can't. But can he enter turn 11? Down the inside he goes, but he goes just off the track. And Cass stays in front of the Racing Bulls. And Insomnia has had another moment at turn 4. I believe he went off there. Yeah, Silver's still an AI, and BS not able to catch him. Hopefully Silver joins back soon. I'm gonna give him another invite, just in case. And DJ at this point is definitely gonna undercut Silver. Three-second time penalty for multiple warnings for James Barrow, who's currently P3 at the moment. The final podium spot. Technician really needs to get past Cass here. And oh, BS has spun round. BS has spun round from second place, and he's going far down the order now. That is a very, very crucial moment for BS. And that is so unfortunate. He is now 4.5 seconds behind Barrow, and BS could have benefited off of Silver having connection issues. but he doesn't. So that is a very, very costly mistake from BS. Technician right behind Cass. Oh, he went very deep into that corner, so he isn't getting Cass anytime soon. Can Ad pick up the pace here? He's 25.4 seconds off of Gilbert. And it's definitely him driving, not an AI, so things aren't going well for him at the moment. We're near the halfway stage of this race. Cass defending from Technician. And I just crack up every time I see Cass's nose. That is a very funny glitch. Normally you would see the whole front wing gone, but no, it's just the nose this time, which it looks even more goofier. But here is Technician's moment. Can he go round the outside? Not quite, but off the road goes Cass. And he'll lose momentum. And I actually see front wing damage on Technician's car. Can he go round the outside? Cass is going to go on the inside now to try and defend his place. They bang wheels and through turn 4. Can Technician finally get past? Is still going wheel to wheel, but he's still ahead. But Technician is not done with it yet. He is right behind him. Can he get past the Audi? He is right there, and surely he'll be able to do it after spending so long behind him. And he does get past Cass, and up into P4 goes Technician, and finally he can be back to P4. But is Cass gonna fight this back? Seems like he is. Defending on the inside is Technician, and around the outside goes Cass. Can he perform the switchback? Not quite, but he's gonna go for it. Into turn 12, down the inside, and Cass back up into B4. This is great old scrap that we're seeing at the moment. Technician just not able to get past him. Oh wow. I've just realized Silver has lost a massive amount of time. 3-second time penalty for Technician for multiple warnings. That puts them up to 6 now. That's the third driver to have 6 seconds of penalties. And look how close these lot are. DJ is now right in the mix. And I think Technician went deep into the corner. DJ needs to get past him very quickly here. Can't go around the outside there. And that was so close to his rear end there. No damage on the front wing. No, there actually is damage on the front wing of DJ's cars. Both Technician and DJ are missing their left end plate. And yellow flag for Insomnia, but we'll get back to him in a minute. Can Technician argue P5 here over DJ? But DJ's got too much pace here. And DJ ahead now. But he goes off the road. He goes way off the road and loses a massive amount of time and invites Technician back past him. Less than a second now between the top two, James Boyle and Silver. And this scrap here is just making Cass go far away. Technician heavily defending into turn 13. DJ Booby, we're halfway in this race. And DJ, can he look to the inside? He really needs to get past it. Insomnia now down a lap and off the road goes Technician, and that invites DJ Booby to now go on past. It's after you, sir, after you, sir. As DJ finally gets past Technician, and Insomnia now a lap down. Gilbert 3.2 seconds now off of Technician. And DJ 2.3 seconds off of Cass now. While James is hunting down the Williams of Silver, who lost a bucket load of time. When is BS going to pit? He's on the hard tyre, and he has not pit yet. Let's look at the tyres. Yellow flag, and I think that's just Insomnia letting past Gilbert. Fastest lap, DJ, 122.222. That's a very, that's quite nice to see, isn't it? But yeah, look at that. BS has not pit yet. Boro has pit. He's on the medium tyre, 20 laps on the medium tyre, so his tyres will be quite dead at this current moment. Oh! Drama for DJ Booby. He has gone off the track and he's got massive front wing damage. And that could cost him the race win. That could cost him the race win. He has got Gilbert right behind him. But that mistake, can it cost him everything? He lets the McLaren pass. And the only way that DJ can be back in this race is off the road. Went Insomnia in the background. The only way that DJ can get back into the fight for the win, he will need a safety car. But at the moment, it looks like that isn't going to happen at the moment. Ad so far behind, and that is a real shock to see, isn't it? 21.0 seconds behind. The gap's opening up just a bit more now, but BS is closing the gap to Boro now. He rapidly, as well as Boro is falling back massively to Silver, and yellow flag. Insomnia has had a moment at, coming out of turn 13. DJ into the pit lane now, and that has just cost him the race win. Ed now goes on past. Won't be long until DJ will be able to repass him, as he has got much fresher tyres and a lot more pace in that Alpine. We're past the halfway stage in this race, and the only two to not pit yet is BS and Technician. Both of which are on the hard tyre. As if they're on the medium tyre, they'll probably have a puncture by now. Ooh! Oh, he went wide there, didn't he? Boro went very, very wide, and that's invited BS to blast on past, and up into P2 goes BS. Been a while since he's seen that spot, and Technician peels off into the pit lane now, and he changes the front wing, and that is the first stop for Technician, and I don't think DJ will be able to pass him, will he? But I think Ad will be able to, and Ad goes up into P6 now. He's got 11 laps of medium tyres. Over here, it's close between Boro and BS. And Boro went off the road. But he's still closing the gap. Will he make a lunge down the inside? He almost hits the rear of BS. But he's not going to get past at this current moment. Is Silver going to pit? Because Technician just did. No, I think Silver stays out. But Boro peels off into the pit lane. So he puts on the medium tyre and he'll be going to the end now. Gilbert passes him and up into P4. The top three at the moment it's Silver, BS, and Cass. But at the moment they're in a round of pit stops, so it's not a definite top three at the moment. DJ has gone fastest, and Technician picks up another 3-second penalty for track limits. That puts him to 9 seconds now. Look at that, 9 seconds. Yeah, so that could cost him a position later on in this race. Borrow picks up a penalty, 3 seconds, so that puts him to 6 now. And into the pit lane comes Silver. His first stop of the race, and hopefully his only one. And BS follows. Cass is now leading the race. And he is, I think he will need to pit again, as BS is now crucially behind Gilbert and Borrow. Borrow has closed the gap by a second lately. Technician's gone fastest, 122.1. But yeah, Borrow's closed the gap by a second on that lap. So he'll be able to get past the McLaren sooner rather than later. And that time is now, as I think Gilbert went deep into the corner there. And Borrow sails on past him. And up into P3 he goes. And look how far back DJ is to Silver. DJ's race is well and truly over. That is very disappointing. He could have won this race if he didn't make that very, very big mistake. Borrow is, I think he was closing the gap to Silver. Maybe he wasn't. He lost a lot on that straight, didn't he? Yeah, Ad and Technician very close together here. And Technician needs to get a move on with those 9 seconds of penalties. And he goes to the right-hand side of the road and gets past the Cadillac of Ad. And I think DJ... Oh! Did someone go off the road there? And I believe that was Technician. Couldn't quite see. Maybe it was Insomnia, who's just up the road. Going to turn 6 now. And Technician and Ad having a good old scrap here. And Technician gets past the Cadillac. DJ very quickly closing the gap. The reigning world champion, of course, as it came down to the very final race of the season. Between me and him. Gilbert, I think, went off the road, or he went really deep. So he has lost a lot of time here in the McLaren. And Insomnia, who I believe is a lap down, is right there. Technician and Ad just couldn't find a way past the Racing Bull. There's only 2 drivers out there that doesn't have a penalty. That's Silver and Ad. The most penalties is Technician with 9. And Gilbert goes into the pit lane, comes back out behind DJ, who just set the fastest lap of the race, 121.8. And oh, he went very deep into that corner as well. Silva under a second behind Cass now. Cass, who hasn't pit in this round at this point. He has pit, but his tyres will be quite dead. He is on the hard tyre. And I think this will be no match for Silva, and there's a yellow flag, and that's Insomnia, but we'll get back to that. As Silva goes down the inside and takes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. And he is looking quite comfortable to win this race, as Bo is third and next to pass him. But Cass is right here as DJ further down the order passes Ad and up into P6. He goes as he needs to benefit as much as possible from that major incident that he had earlier, which cost him the race when he was 15 seconds behind Silva until he made that mistake. So DJ would have been well in the race win fight, but it hasn't gone very well for him. We don't normally see much mistakes from him. Yeah, Cass now over a second behind Silva, so he doesn't get the overtake mode, which gives you some more power. But Borrow, right behind him. He's actually going to go around the outside, very close to clipping the wall with his right rear. And now Borrow goes up into P2. He's had a very up and down race, hasn't he? At the start and the safety car restarts, he's been right in the mix of all the drama and chaos. And he was one of the big losers off that. But, yeah, my word. And Ad gets his first penalty of the race, 3 seconds. As Silva's now the only one without a penalty. DJ a little bit twitchy there as he enters turn 4. We're only on lap 38 at the moment, out of 58. Got 20 laps to go now when Silva crosses the line in about 10 seconds time. DJ Booby, he now has 9 seconds of penalties. So that's not ideal. He equals the amount of penalties with Technician now. Oh, yellow flag, and Ad has gone off the road. And he rejoins back on the track. And still far behind from contention. So yeah, so it's not going well for Ad. Today he hasn't had the pace, making many mistakes, and yeah, unfortunately, just not going too well for him at the moment. BS, right behind Cass now. He is really close. Let's right on board with him as he has to back off there so he doesn't break his front wing on the rear of Cass's car, who is very slow at the moment with old tyres. And Cass isn't going to make an argument of it. That's very good to see. And BS is now up into P3 and takes the final podium spot right now. DJ closing the gap to Technician. Bo is actually 1.8 seconds off of Silver, so we could see quite a good fight for the win in the late stages of this race. If he can just catch that little bit more. DJ has fallen quite a lot, by about 6/10 this lap, to Technician. So, DJ will soon be able to get past Technician, 4P5. DJ has had a miserable race. He's been in all the carnage, hasn't he? It's very unfortunate to see. From the reigning world champion, and Burrow is closing the gap to Silver. He is just over a second off of Silver, so he is getting really close, and we could see a brilliant fight for the win here in the final laps of this race. We've got around 16 laps to go in this race. Yeah, so Silver must have had a slide somewhere, because now Bo is falling behind. And talking about Bo, his teammate has had a moment out of turn 11. And, oh, he spun again around at turn 13. So he is having a really tough time at the moment, and he peels off into the pit lane. He puts on the medium tyre. I just want to see what Cass is on. Yeah, he's on 34 laps hard tyres, so no wonder why he is really slow out there. Oh, it's a very inconsistent gap to first, isn't it? Sometimes I see him 2 seconds behind, sometimes I see him 1.2 seconds, so yeah. It's now exactly 2 seconds. Now, yeah, now exactly 2 seconds. A very inconsistent gap between first and second, the Williams and the Cadillac. On lap 44 out of 58 here on the Australian Grand Prix. And things are looking quite good for Silver. But he's just got to maintain his pace. And he's got the win. Oh, that was a very, very big moment there from Silva. He almost binned it out of turn 2. And wow, if we did, that would have been major, major drama in the first race of the season for the win. BS is closing the gap to Borrow. DJ just not able to get to Technician. So he's probably set for P6 at the moment. So if Silva wins this race, it will be his first win in JP Racing League. And for Borrow, I think it will be his second. So these guys... Oh, Borrow picks up a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. I believe that puts him to 6 now. Oh, dear. No, he's at 9 now, so there's no chance of Borrow being able to take this win. Unless Silva has a really, really bad final laps of this race. Ad picks up 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Puts him to 6 seconds now. It's looking quite comfortable for Silva at the moment. Pretty much 2 seconds between first and second place. Borrow's got 9 seconds of penalties, so yeah, it's to win this race, it's gonna need a major luck for Borrow. BS is in that range to take second place away from Borrow because of the penalty. And oh, that was a big, big snap of oversteer, and I wondered if he was gonna spin round there for Silva. He doesn't spin round, saved it, but that was almost race-ending stuff there for Silva. He is looking quite loose. He's looking very vulnerable, but no one's just able to catch him at this time. I don't think Cass is going to pit anytime soon, is he? He's on... Well, he's probably in the 40s of his tyre life now, isn't he? 39 laps on that hard tyre, so that tyre is rubbish now. And Technician is right behind him as well. Borrow is just over a second behind Silva now. Now, this is for crucial position here. Ad gets the fastest lap of the race, 1:21.3. And here we go, Technician. Cass defending. Technician can't find a way past the Audi. The only Audi left in this race. And he's going to be defending. Can he perform a switchback? Not quite. Insomnia causing another yellow flag. Technician, here we go. He's got the slipstream. He's got the extra power he needs with the overtake, but he can't get past the Audi of Cass. But can he do it into turn 3 here? Cass is just all over the road and just not finding a way past, just not getting Technician to pass him. So very aggressive defending here for position. On lap 48 out of 58, we've got 10.5 laps to go in this race. Technician right behind Cass, and Technician losing a lot of time as DJ is closing the gap by 2.5 seconds, and around the outside goes Technician. Can he finally get past Cass? They're going wheel to wheel through turn 9 and 10. There's contact, but they're still going side by side. Not much damage done yet. DJ crashes and is out of the race. And that has switched things up massively. Silver loses his gap. Borrow has got 9 seconds of penalty. Silver doesn't have a penalty, as Gilbert now has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So he is not in contention for this win. And Technician and Cass goes into the pit lane, and a heartbreak for the reigning world champion DJ Booby, who has crashed out where Fuzz did, and Gilbert got another penalty for speeding under the safety car. He's got 2 drive-throughs to serve now. So that's really unfortunate and really weird to see there. And I bet Cass will have a big sigh of relief here. And this puts Ad back into the game. Insomnia, who is a lap down, almost 2 laps down, is not. And wow, this is shaking things up. And Silver gets a penalty for multiple warnings under the safety car. So BS could snatch the win. Oh, that was a big slide there from Insomnia. But BS, we're going to have to focus on him now, because if he gets past Bo quickly here, and Technician's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. That is not ideal for him at all. Silver goes into the pit lane, and I think Silver has picked up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that could be his first race win in JP. Done and dusted. Are you kidding me? BS. He's just got to finish within 10 seconds of Silver with less than 10 laps to go, and he will snatch the win. Huge drama here in the final 10 laps of the first race of the season. Can you believe what we are seeing at the moment? This has been a huge shake-up here in the late stages of this Grand Prix. Unbelievable. We are going to see cars going left, right, center. Technician and Gilbert has got drive-through penalties, so they're out of contention. Silver and Bo out of contention for the win, so it's going to be all down to BS, Cass, and Ad. This is going to be an absolute nail-biter. BS is the most likely to win out of these lot. Silver has just thrown away his first win in the JP Racing League. What an unbelievable turning point in the first race of the season. Can you believe it? I certainly can't. We have 8 drivers are going to be fighting to the death. Insomnia is between Bo and BS. That won't help BS a whole lot. I'd imagine Insomnia will be getting right out of the way as soon as this all starts. He's a lap down anyway, so they can just go straight through him. Ad is quite a far way down. Off the road goes Bo, and Silver goes into the pit lane. He's giving up track position for fresher tyres, and with only 3 seconds of penalties. He's going to take away his 10-second penalty. This is very smart, and this will put him onto the soft tyre now. So Silver, with this strategy call, could still be in the game. But it's going to take a lot with a few drivers in between him and BS. He's got Cass in front of him, who is now in contention for the win. Bo is leading the way, but he's got 6 seconds of penalties more than BS, Cass, Silver, This is going to be an absolute nail-biter. Ad, who probably won't be able to catch up to the safety car in time, and so is Insomnia, who's actually passed the lot. So that is very awkward to see. But my word, Gilbert, 2 drive-throughs. Has he got? He got 2. Like, I got 2 notifications on the screen about him getting a drive-through, so he's definitely got 2. Technician has got 1, so that puts both of them out of contention for the win, unless someone causes absolute chaos, and it might not just be one. It might not just be one. There could be multiple here. BS has got the best chance of victory in this race. Burrow will need to push like nothing on earth. He's on the soft tyre. BS is on the medium tyre. I'm just blown away by what I have just seen at the moment. We've got 6 laps remaining. We're going to have a sprint to the end. So, does the safety car come in this lap? I think it will be. I think it will do. But the best driver, the best chance to win this race, Cass, Silver, and BS, it's going to be an all-out brawl between them, and I hope that Gilbert and Technician get out of the way so they can let that battle unfold. But if the drivers with the 3 seconds of penalties all crash each other out, this could see Burrow taking victory. Ad could be up there as well if lots of chaos happens. Silver is right in the mix of the chaos, so is Cass. Cass is probably the one to be the most at risk for damage. Technician directly in the middle of all of that. They're all just trying to warm up their tyres at the moment. It's the calm before the storm at the moment here in Albert Park. The Cadillac leads the way, but he's got 6 seconds more than BS, Cass, and Silver. BS, has the biggest chance to win. He has just been up there, hasn't he? He's had a few tough moments in this race. But my word, can you believe it? Lots and lots of pressure on these drivers. It's only the first race of the season as well. And it's all going mad. It's all going to kick off here in Albert Park. Safety car is in this lap. We have 4 laps. 5 laps. We have 5 laps of racing action. This is going to be an all-out brawl to end the first race of the season. We've got 23 more after this. Bolo leads the way. And here we go. He goes. And we have 5 bizarre laps of racing. Green, green, green as they get stuck back into it. It's Bo, BS, and then Gilbert as they make their way through turn 1 and 2. Very clean. But Paul spun round and there's damage on one of the cars. Is it Silver who was leading this race comfortably? And it is. Silver's got damage. Cass goes off the track after being passed by Silver. BS right behind Boro, who's going to need to just stay behind him because Silver's got damage. Cass is behind him, so is Ed. And Silver, this first race for him has just all gone away. And Gilbert has crashed out of this race. Oh my word, we have another safety car. We have another safety car in Albert Park. And it's so late in this race. And that might have just saved Silver. Unbelievable scenes in Albert Park. Bo is leading, following BS. And it's Technician with a drive-through. That does not help Technician, does it? My word. Let's take a breather. We're on lap 55. We could see 3, 2, or 1 laps of racing. It's going to be very, very intense to end the first race of the season. Just can you believe it? Insomnia, yes, is a lap down. So we don't have to worry about him at the moment. Don't worry about it, Miller. But you did miss quite a lot. Oh boy, we could have 2 laps. 2 chaotic laps. I wonder if this is Australia in real life 2023 all over again, but instead it's safety cars. Oh, we cannot have another safety car anymore in this race. It's just non-stop to the end when the safety car goes in, and it probably will be this lap. So Silver's now back in this game. BS has the advantage. Safety cars in this lap. We're going to have 2 laps of racing here to the checkered flag. and it's going to be an all-out brawl between Cass, Silver, and BS for the win. They've got the lone technician in between BS and Silver. Silver threw his first JP race win away, but now he is back in contention for it. He was leading for most of the race, and now they will go on to brawl. The calm before the storm, as Borrow will set off now, following BS, then Technician with the drive-through penalty, Silver, Cass, Ad, and then a lap down is Insomnia. We are back underway here, and Technician is looking around the outside of BS. Nothing doing there. Silver has made a mistake, and he's gone very slowly out of turn 2, and Cass is now past Silver. Ad, who is back in contention here with 6 seconds penalties, he's right behind Silver, but he's gonna get really lucky to win this race. BS, he's still so far winning this race. Technician with the drive-through, he's got to serve that right now at the end of this lap. Cass, less than a second behind Technician. Can Technician get past BS here? This isn't for the win, but it will hurt BS just a tiny bit. But Technician can't get past it, but that was very, very close. And Silver is being overtaken by Ad. Down the inside goes Ad, but he goes off the track, and Ad way off the track, and I think he even hit the wall there. Ad done. And yes, he did hit the wall. His left end plate is gone. Ad done for this race. Technician comes in to serve his penalty. BS so far winning this race as he goes on to the final lap of this race. Cass following him. Less than a second between the battle for the win here in Australia. It's Audi versus Red Bull. Silver 2.1 seconds behind. He has thrown this race out the window. Cass just needs to close that gap just a bit more. He needs to get past. Technician has had a moment out of turn 2. But we keep our eyes set to the battle between Cass and BS. And Cass went a bit deep into turn 6. And I think that has just finished it off. BS, he's going to win this whole thing here in this race. BS, he has had a difficult race, but the hard to medium has worked out wonders for him. Can you believe the situation out there today? Insomnia has had a moment, but all eyes are set to BS. He's going to round the final corner. BS has done all he needed to do as the Red Bull crosses the line and wins the season opener in JP Racing League Tier 3. James Borrow, oh so close, but it gets a podium position. Silver has thrown that race away and comes home to take P4 off the podium. Cass in P2. What a race that was. And we see the Red Bull, BS, taking home victory in Albert Park. He only got one race win last season, but now it seems like he's back on form to take that back, to continue and continue winning. He only got one race win last year, but can he beat that record? He got that win in Silverstone, but he gets in the first race of the season. Well done to BS. BS is the winner of the season opener. And there's also extra points for these extra rewards, but the game isn't showing us it, which is a bit poopy. But yeah. What an unbelievable storyline that race was. Thank you guys for watching the season opener of GP Racing League Tier 1. Thank you guys for watching. It's been an awesome day. We'll see you again next week when we head off